Jordan Peterson and Sam Harris are arguably the two most influential public intellectuals at this calendar date in the English-speaking world, and I don't think it's hard to guess why. Both are critical-minded thinkers who share a peculiar project. They're trying to bring meaning and sense to what seems to be an increasingly nihilistic and unhinged world. Well, I suppose that project in itself isn't so strange, but it's the directness with which they engage their audience that is startling, and I would argue, new. Harris, for example, has created the Waking Up app, a new kind of meditation app designed to remedy the problem with the old ones. Basically, these meditation apps would tend to either frame meditation as a special kind of executive stress ball, or they would teach you to unlock the 7 chakras for the purpose of forcing the cute guy at work to talk to you. Waking Up bypasses utilitarianism and voodoo and sticks to the central point of meditation as it was taught by the Buddha over 2,000 years ago. That is, to become aware that consciousness precedes everything. Jordan Peterson, meanwhile, has captivated the minds of young males with his teachings on dating, gender differences, and a militant reclaiming of the ground of masculinity. From his background in clinical practice, he has founded an online self-authoring program and a set of personality diagnostics. Tens of thousands have thanked Peterson for freeing them from an enervated pathology and teaching them responsibility. Likewise, the listeners and users of Sam's app have reported astounding transformations and liberations. Now, what I believe is so groundbreakingly important about this pair is that they teach both a philosophy and a way of life. This is not the old days when intellectuals, even Sam Harris a decade ago, would get together and debate the reality of God and evolution before a special audience of unusually enthusiastic atheists and Christians. And well, maybe God is still debated, but somehow the stakes are higher. The conversation has leapt out of abstraction as if to enter the crowds and attack the audience. These people aren't just coming for the dialectic, but for personal, immediate, practical needs. Their lives are in the jungle and they need guidance. How can I get through the day? Where do I turn next? Maybe meditation, maybe ancient stories, but above all else, a personal model who directly evokes the strength, leadership, and wisdom that I can look up to and emulate. It is certainly time that we recognize Peterson and Harris have become more than public intellectuals. The landscape is shifting. They are directly dealing out life wisdom, and each have an esoteric magic about them, a special realm that removes them from the ordinary pantheon of rational debate. For Harris, this is meditation, and its focus on direct subjectivity. For Peterson, it is mythology. His work in the vein of Carl Jung, James Hillman, and Joseph Campbell is what, for my money's worth, enabled him to take the world by storm. Mindfulness and mythology broke like fire across dry tinder as they came in contact with the spiritually starved objectivism that has had our culture in a vice grip since at least the 1900s. Subjectivity is being given air, it's being let back into the picture. Subjectivity in the strongest sense of the word. The acknowledgement that what we experience has a reality distinct from our theories of truth. This is especially clear with dreams and religious or mythological experiences. The dream we might have about sleeping with our best friend's partner may not be true, but the experience sure as hell means something to us, and we can't pretend that it didn't. And this special kind of reality is just as vivid with meditative experience. For example, the sense that all things are somehow unified, or that the self is an illusion. It seems that accessing this direct experiential reality is in some way precious to our survival as a species, and Peterson and Harris are reminding us all of that. In next week's video, I'll get into the dynamic difference between Harris and Peterson, which I believe roughly amounts to the distinction between darkness and light, and analyze some of their 2018 debate when they met in Vancouver. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to help this stuff see the light of day. We live in a bizarre populist attention economy, and so there's no one else to promote what we think is valuable but us. Take care, and I'll see you next week with more on Harris and Peterson.